Good morning, Taipei. How are you? That was me without the mustache. Very interesting presentation by Dr. Marwan about Dubai. We operate out of Dubai. But what I want to do today is I want to share with you a little bit more about using blockchain for actually a live operation to help SMEs in the Middle East and in emerging markets be able to have a better life. So before I start, let's make sure this clicks though. Oh, here. Imagine you are Tushar, okay? Tushar is a small business owner. Maybe he has a shop, a small business mechanic shop, and Tushar is found in the Middle East, maybe in India, maybe in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. A lot of these markets are cash based, all the transactions are based on cash. And one day, you as Tushar, you say, you know what, I need financial services for me so I can have a better life for myself and my family. So when you say financial services, let's say you're thinking about a bank account, a loan, you think about some financial products that you want for your business so you can grow. So where do? You go to the bank. So you go to a commercial banker and you say, look, I'm looking for some financial services. I need a loan, I need maybe a credit card, maybe I need a bank account, etc. Please help me out. And then the bankers never say no. They say absolutely fine, no problem. But first of all, I need you to fill out some forms. I need you to give me some proof of revenue. I want you to give me some maybe collateral. I have to run this process in order for me to be able to bank you. And then most of the times the bankers end up saying no. Why? Because Tushar is small. His operation is too small, his cash flow is too small, and the banks cannot necessarily make any money off of them, or they don't have a lot of proofs for them to guarantee and lower the risk for the bankers. So this is something that actually is real. It happens. There's more than 260 million businesses in the world that are unbanked. Everybody talks about unbanked consumers, but there's a lot of unbanked small businesses worldwide. It is actually a global epidemic. So we at Nexo, what we do, we're the guys who say yes to these small businesses. And we do it in a very clean way, in a regulated way, compliant. We work with banks, we work with Visa, with MasterCard, with central banks, and then we do this thing. But before I share with you a little bit more about how we do it, let me tell you a little bit about Nexo. We are a multinational operation that own multiple financial services companies or fintech companies. We operate in Qatar as QPay. We operate in UAE as Nexus. We operate in India. We have 2 offices in India. We operate in Singapore. We have a license with the MAS, Monetary Authority of Singapore. We just bought Vietnam, VietPay, and then Pakistan, PKNet. Currently, we have more than 17,000 businesses, but we're growing much, much faster than that. And we have more than 400,000, almost 500,000 consumers that use our products and services. We have real offices across the globe. Those are not fake offices. Those are real employees, real people. We have a very strong management team. You can Google most of us and look at our backgrounds. I come from the payment processing industry. Been in the payment processing for 20 plus years, and I sold my last business in 2010 for $100 million. You can search us, you can find us online under different names, QPay, Nexus, Nexo. We're very famous in the Middle East. We won Best Technology Company last year, and then we also won Best Payment Processing, Best Financial App, etc. Last year as well. Real revenues, real profits that we have. We're audited by Deloitte. And what we do is something very interesting. What we do is we offer an Android-based point-of-sale system to these small businesses. And these are actually licensed and certified devices that the small businesses would use. And then through these devices, we offer various financial services to the small business. Now, our blockchain runs on IBM Hyperledger, which is private and permissioned. And then through these devices, we offer different services to that business. such as remittances, such as managing their employees, top-ups, loans, etc., etc. And our blockchain is very interesting because in order for us to operate our business in a compliant way, we cannot take that information and put it on a global blockchain. We have to have a local, private and permissioned blockchain. And then what we do is we connect all the different local blockchains into a global blockchain so we can do cross-border remittances. We work with central banks because what we do is we actually digitize payments in the local markets. We work with banks because we don't store the funds. We always use the banks as our custodian banks so they can store our funds. And then we're partners with Visa and MasterCard, and we actually issue more than 500,000 MasterCards live for the different businesses and consumers that we work with. And then of course the small businesses love what we do. The way we grow is we go to markets and we work with enablers. We work with small businesses. We go into the market and we actually partner with the local communities. And then what we do is we help small businesses grow. We give them mobile apps for them to track their revenues, etc. And we give them also, as I was saying, either a Visa or a MasterCard account for them to collect funds as well as collect points. And what we do now is we're introducing a new token called Nexo token, which you'll very soon see on DigiFinex and OKX. And what we do is we work with these communities and digitize a lot of the payments as well as offer points in a token format. Our token is ERC20 compliant so that it's very easy to either trade or exchange across any open exchange platform. And then what we do is we reward our customers, consumers who are part of our ecosystem using our token. And we've been doing this thing already as we speak because we already have commissions that we are paying to our distribution channel, and all we're doing right now is digitizing and tokenizing that. But what's really interesting about what we're doing now is now we're introducing something even better, is we are using our token to move money from cross-border. We have a lot of low-wage employees. These are workers who work in the Middle East. They're from India, they're from Pakistan. And every time they work, every month as they work, they go to the ATM machine, get the cash, they go to the Western Union and send money. And now what we're doing is we're actually using our token for them to do a fiat to a token transaction. Now they don't see this thing. All they do is they say send, let's say, I don't know, 500 dirhams or 800 dirhams to India, and what we do is we take that fiat through the exchange, we buy the token, and then within microseconds we move that token to the other, on the other side, to the other blockchain, and then we do a fiat, we do a token to fiat, and then suddenly the money will appear immediately. Something similar to a Ripple, but what we're doing is we're doing it from the bottom up because we're working on both. Both sides are actual financial institutions which are legal on both sides. So what we're doing is we're actually using our network to move the funds. And this has been very, very interesting for us as well. So interesting thing about our business model is that we trade and our token is live from day one because we are live. We are not a new project. We're not a project that is, let's say, launching a token and saying, with your token, we're going to build the ecosystem. The ecosystem is already existing. We already have the markets, the customers, the small businesses. We already have that. And then what we do now is we're saying, okay, in addition of us using our token for our own tokenomics, why don't we just also offer it for trading? And that's what we're doing right now with OKX and with DigiFinex. So we have a lot of growth coming up. We are already alive in the Middle East. We just launched Pakistan, Vietnam. India is coming up next. And then we're also doing more markets. And what that does, it creates a lot more ecosystem, a lot more demand for our token using our existing platform. So all in all, we're a proven live, real network of businesses, consumers, platform. We have a very strong tokenomic model. And then we have a very, very strong management team as well. And then we have the products and the team to execute on our token. So look us up. We are looking also for partners. If you guys are interested, please Stop over. We're sponsoring lunch, so you'll see us, and we would love to talk to you if you're interested. Done.